Good morning, dear students. Today, let us look at this poem, Nine Gold Medals, by David Lee Roth, an American poet, author, writer, singer, actor, and radio personality. Before we go on to discuss the poem in detail, let us have a look at your text at page 36, and there is a short paragraph mentioning a few things regarding the poet. Please have a look at your text. David Roth is an American rock vocalist, a singer, songwriter, actor, author, and radio personality. So, a very versatile person. Versatile means he was well to do in the sense he was talented in all these different fields as a songwriter, actor, author, and a radio personality. He is the lead singer of this famous rock band, this hard rock band called Van Halen, V-N-H-A-L-E-N, Van Halen, in the USA, and is also a successful soloist. Soloist means a single starred personality, a single star who performs on his own without any support of other stars during his performances or her performances or the albums which they make. So, gentlemen, now let us have a look at some of the information that is mentioned on the board here. So, David Roth is a famous American rock vocalist, as I said earlier, a singer, songwriter, lyricist, and an author. Born in the USA, United States of America, on the 10th of October 1954 in a place called Bloomington, B-L-O-O-M-I-N-G-T-O-N, Bloomington, in a state called Indiana, USA. He became a successful solo artist. He is known as the original 1974 to 1985 and current 2006 to present date lead singer of this Southern Californian hard rock band called Van Halen. In 2012, Roth and Van Halen released an album by the name of A Different Kind of Truth, which was highly acclaimed. Acclaimed means it gained a lot of recognition and was very popular. In 1997, that was earlier, he wrote a New York Times best-selling memoir entitled Crazy from the Heart. Now, what is a memoir? A memoir is a historical account or biography written from a personal point of view and using personal experiences and knowledge, one's expressions of one's thoughts, ideas, and the experiences which one wants to share with his or her readers. So, it is a historical account, a historical narration of one's personal experiences and one's personal achievements, losses, things like that. So, biography. And it is based on all the knowledge that a person has gathered over the years. Now, this memoir was the bestseller and it earned a lot of money as well as fame, popularity for him. The name of the memoir was Crazy from the Heart. Now, that in short, we can summarize and say David Lee Roth is all about. the poet who has written this beautiful poem, Nine Gold Medals, sorry, which you will learn a little while from now. Now let us have a look at the poem. What is this poem all about? Have a look at your text first, and then we will come back and read together, and I will explain to you what is on the board. 9 gold medals is a poignant, understand that word, please underline that word, Poignant. Poignant meaning something that creates or evokes, creates or evokes, please write the meaning down. Something that creates or evokes, 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 evoking or causing the feeling of great sadness or regret, loss. Very touching, very emotional. It generates this kind of feeling. So 9 gold medals, the poem itself generates in us this kind of very emotional, sad feeling when we read the poem. So 9 gold medals is a poignant record of an incident that takes place at the Special Olympics. Now this Special Olympics is also known as Paralympics. Paralympics, Paralympics, Paralympics. So Paralympics is meant actually for the disabled athletes, people those who have disabilities. We use another term today, people with special abilities, those people who are not as fit and fine in every sense as we are. So some people, God has created them in a special way, and they overcome all the shortcomings and difficulties they face, the physical difficulties they face, and there is a special competition for them which was to be held last year but got cancelled and will be held very soon in Tokyo, Japan, between 24th August 2021 to 5th September 2021. It is scheduled to be held, but if the situation permits, it will be, otherwise it will be postponed again. So, gentlemen, have a look at your text. So here, 9 gold medals is a poignant record of an incident that takes place at the Special Olympics when differently abled competitors set off for a race. Soon after the race begins, one of the contestants has a sharp fall. He falls and he lies there on the tracks crying out in pain and losing all hope of everything that he had practiced would ever come true. Losing all hope of ever winning the medal that he had worked for which he had trained so hard. The 8 other contestants taking part in the same race, in an outstanding, in an exceptional show of empathy meaning this feeling with others, not for others, but with others. When you feel with others what they go through, the suffering and pain, you feel the exact same emotion. That is called empathy. This outstanding, this exceptional show of empathy and compassion, this feeling of kindness towards others, they stop running, they return back, help him to his feet, and together, not individually but together, all 9 of them, they link each other, holding their arms and walk to the finishing line together, displaying this very important emotional quality of human beings, that is compassion for each other and compassion for other creatures as well. In recognition means recognizing what they had done, what they had displayed or shown, of this display or this show of great human compassion. Every one of them is awarded a gold medal. That is why 9 gold medals. In a competition, usually one who wins is awarded or rewarded with the single gold medal. Here all 9 competitors were given gold medals each. As winners, and they were treated as winners, all 9 of them. All of them were winners in the competition. The poem celebrates this spirit of care and compassion that human beings we have within us, and we need to show more often than not. What the world needs now is not more competition, he says, the author says, but more cooperation and collaboration. Collaboration means to work together, cooperate and work together, join hands together, come together for a common cause, the human cause, help each other in difficulties, not shun and keep away from helping others. And it is very relevant today when we are facing this difficult situation. We must be compassionate towards others. We must work to help each other and overcome this grave, difficult and painful situation that the whole of humanity is facing. So he emphasizes again the importance of not competition but cooperation and collaboration, collaborating with each other, working with each other, and trying to share information, trying to share all that we have for a better life for all. Now let us have a look at what is mentioned on the board regarding the poem. 9 Gold Medals by ROTH is one of the most popular inspirational poems. Inspirational means it inspires us to help, be compassionate, to be kind towards others, helps us to become a better person, helps us to do better and better each day as human beings. It underlines the idea, it emphasizes on this idea, it lays stress on the idea of empathy, to feel with the others, and it also lays a lot of importance to human values of being kind towards others, of being respectful towards others, of being cooperative towards others, of being loving towards others, and not only look at ourselves all the time. It gives us the message very loud and clear that what values most in life is the sense of sharing others' pains and sorrows. We must come forward in times of pains and in times of sorrows, not only when there is a big happy celebration going on and we come together. It is most important to share others' pains and sorrows, not happiness as such. It also speaks to us about trying to cheer up and encourage the weak and fallen, those who are weaker, those who are not as strong and not as able as us, to be able to encourage them, not discourage them. It is very easy to find faults, but very difficult to encourage, motivate others, recognize the good in others. We all need to recognize the good in others. We are all, in each of our own different ways, unique ways, we are capable of extraordinary and special things, God has gifted each one of us, especially you, the young people. You have so much of potential. Stop looking at each other's faults and weaknesses. Faults and weaknesses will always be there. We need to look beyond the faults and weaknesses in people. We need to look at people in their complete self and respect them for what they are and encourage them to overcome whatever difficulties they face, extending a helping hand. So here, gentlemen, it presents an imaginary situation. The situation didn't occur in reality, but the poet created the situation to help us understand this feeling of love, compassion, and kindness towards others. Imaginary situation of a race in which contestants were ready or are ready to compete against each other in a Paralympic track and field event, 100 meters, to win the gold medal. During the race, what happens is when the others see a weak competitor, a contestant, fall down and unable to lift himself up on his own feet and continue, what do the others do? They stop. Instead of continuing, chasing their dream, they all return together, help him up on his own feet, and together they join hands, linking each other, and they walk up to the finishing line, completing the race, displaying this extraordinary quality of human compassion for the weak and downtrodden. So, gentlemen, in short, at the end of the race, when all together they finished, they were all appreciated and all recognized for this great quality, and all were given a gold medal each. That is why the title of the poem is The 9 Gold Medals. For upholding, for really showing and upholding this value of the true spirit of this special sports held for special people with special abilities. So that is about the poet or author and about the poem, both from your text and additional information which is mentioned on the board. We will meet again in the next video discussing the entire poem in detail. Thank you, gentlemen.